Hi, I'm Zayn Phallic. I am 28 and I'm a London-based drag king. I started the KOC Initiative, the KOC Initiative, Kings of Colour. We started that in August of 2017. So the KOC Initiative, the Kings of Colour Initiative, was set up to address the lack of diversity on the drag king scene. So there's a really booming drag king scene in the UK at the moment, but unfortunately it is very much dominated by white performers. So there's two key ways that we're trying to address the lack of diversity in the scene, and the first one is with super shows between 5 to 8 Kings of Colour all in one show, and then we also have a fresh meat mentoring program, so that if you're a person of colour and you're interested in becoming a drag king, then you can just get in touch with us and we will help you out in sort of like a buddy system kind of thing. It's actually been from the very beginning of my drag career. In the very first drag show that I went to, I'd never seen a drag king show before, and I had a really great time, but the entire lineup was white. So I did, what any normal person would do and just had to go at the organisers basically, and was like, why is your lineup so white? And they said, yeah, you're right, this isn't a good thing. Do you want to be a drag king? I'm like, yes, yeah, of course I want to be a drag king. And the following month I was in their next show, and then a few months later they offered me the opportunity to put on an all POC drag king night, and from that's how the KOC Initiative got started. And we talked to them about that there is racism within the scene, and that there are really incredible performers of colour who are just not getting booked at the same rate as their white equivalents. It's been really good to sort of open those conversations and have that dialogue with audiences and with producers, and also giving a platform for Kings of Colour who are really, really amazing, and just getting to show off their talents as well. I made a salad with mango and roasted vegetables and jollof, the sauce that is used in Nigerian jollof rice. Basically, hate kitchens. I hate cooking. Cooking is way too much effort for me, especially when I'm doing gigs and shows and everything, and it's all just non-stop. But my go-to comfort food is jollof rice, and I absolutely love jollof rice, but it takes way too long for my life in order to actually make that. I like to make the sauce and put it in other things. The food that I made today has kind of everything that I need that I don't get usually, because I just survive off those terrible food replacement shake things. So it's got loads of vegetables in, and it's got some fruit in it for vitamins, and it's got roasted chickpeas in because I'm vegan, so I need to make sure I've got lots of protein in. See, with my comfort food sauce in there as well. I'm vegan, partly for a health reason. I have endometriosis. I find that eating dairy products and eating any sort of meat products, because of the hormones in animals that they pump them with, really makes that a lot worse. But it's something I actually want to explore a lot more in my drag. I want to do a whole bunch of things too, like endometriosis and menstruating and bleed like a man and like all this kind of stuff, just to raise awareness. Trans people and non-binary people who have periods, and just broadening that out of our idea of who it is that menstruates. I live between a lot of intersections within my identity, and I find even in London that there aren't enough spaces where as a queer person of colour I do feel comfortable, and it's always been that friction between finding something for my queer side and finding something for my person of colour side, trying to find spaces that inhabit both of those. And then also as somebody who's non-binary, who presents sometimes as a man and sometimes as a woman, and when I am a woman I tend to be quite femme, and then to be like a femme lesbian one day and then be a trans masculine guy like another day, it's kind of hard to find a place that feels home. That said, with Queer Cabaret there are so many amazing spaces where you really can just turn up and just be exactly who you are, and when you are there you don't even realise, but you're carrying this weight around with you all of the time when you're communicating with people, but you're code switching to be the version of you that's most palatable to them. And to have a handful of spaces where you can just be exactly who you are without having to think about it, it's such a breath of fresh air basically. It's really important that queer people get to be exactly who they are, and we need to really fight for the right to be ourselves, wherever, being who you need to be to survive. There are people who will just never accept you, that's just the way it is, and it's not your job to, to make this person recognise who you are. If you're able to do so and you have the energy and time, then absolutely go for it. Never do it to the detriment of yourself. The strongest thing you can do is to just be yourself, and if some days that means you just get through the day and somebody doesn't completely understand you, but the next day you are fully living your queerest life, then there's more power in that for me.